Hello, welcome back to our channel. There's no way around it. Days of Our Lives is setting the stage for Holly Jonas and Tate Black to be the next legendary super couple in Salem. Their fiery chemistry, dramatic twists, and undeniable passion have fans buzzing. The undeniable pull between Doug and Holly is something that Days fans recognize as the makings of an epic romance, reminiscent of another famous couple who stole Salem's heart decades ago, Doug and Julie Williams. A complicated love triangle. Holly's emotional struggles haven't gone unnoticed. When she believed she was carrying Tate's child, it changed everything. The intensity of facing potential parenthood forced them into a mature relationship neither of them was truly ready for. In some ways, it brought them closer, but in other ways, it revealed their deep-rooted fears and uncertainties. Enter Doug. From the moment he and Holly first locked eyes, there was an undeniable spark. He was immediately captivated by her, and she was drawn to his confidence, charisma, and the sense of security he provided. Their flirtation was subtle at first. Long glances, stolen moments, conversations that lingered just a little too long. But then Doug made his feelings unmistakably clear with his Valentine's Day confession. He had fallen for Holly from the very first moment they met. Now, as they stand in the Horton living room, wrapped in each other's arms, it's hard to deny that something special is happening between them. They're not just another fleeting Salem romance. They have the makings of something historic. But there's just one problem. Holly is still in high school while Doug is already in his early 20s. An age gap that echoes Salem's history for longtime Days fans. This dynamic isn't unfamiliar. Salem has a long history of relationships that blurred the lines of age differences, social circles, and family complications. Look no further than Beau and Hope. She was a rebellious teenager fresh out of boarding school and he was a motorcycle-riding bad boy with a penchant for danger. Then there's Chloe and Brady, whose romance began when she was still in high school while he was already in college. And let's not forget the most iconic example, Doug and Julie themselves. Their love story wasn't just complicated, it was downright scandalous. Julie was young and impulsive, and Doug was older, more experienced, and most shockingly, dating her mother at the time. Their love defied expectations, endured decades of challenges, and ultimately became one of Days' most beloved and enduring romances. Given that history, it's no wonder Days of Our Lives is setting the stage for another age gap love story. But this time, the show is making sure to tread carefully, emphasizing that Holly is 18, a legal adult about to graduate high school. And if Doug is only a few years older, the gap is hardly scandalous by modern standards. In a matter of months, they'll both be college-age adults, rendering the age difference irrelevant. The makings of a super couple. Doug's grand Valentine's Day confession wasn't just a heartfelt moment, it was a deliberate nod to the past. The show has subtly woven Doug and Julie's legacy into Doug and Holly's story, hinting that history is repeating itself in a new and exciting way. Holly and Tate may have shared deep emotions and a powerful connection, but young love in Salem rarely stands the test of time, especially when the temptation of a passionate, forbidden romance looms just around the corner. Doug and Holly have the ingredients of a super couple: undeniable chemistry, romantic obstacles, and the kind of slow-burning passion that makes audiences root for them. While Tate and Holly may have seemed like the perfect match on paper, their relationship has already been through the ringer. And with Doug stepping in, showing Holly a different kind of love, one that feels mature, intense, and deeply romantic. It's only a matter of time before her heart makes a choice. The comparisons to Doug and Julie aren't just wishful thinking. It's clear that Days wants us to see Doug and Holly as a new version of the classic love story. A couple destined to leave an indelible mark on Salem's history. After all, Doug and Julie's love defied expectations, lasted a lifetime, and became one of the greatest romances Days of Our Lives has ever known. Who's to say Doug and Holly won't follow in their footsteps? The future of Holly and Doug, one thing is certain. The road ahead will be anything but smooth. Tate may not be willing to give up Holly without a fight, and there's no telling how the rest of Salem will react to this burgeoning romance. But true love doesn't come without obstacles. If Doug and Holly are indeed the next Doug and Julie, they'll have to fight for it. Against the odds, against expectations, and against the history that still lingers in the walls of the Horton house. In the end, it all comes down to this: Some love stories are fleeting, but others are meant to last forever. And if Doug and Holly truly are Salem's next great romance, there's no force in the world, past, present, or future, that can stop them. Are Tate and Holly too young for love? Can their romance last like Doug and Julie's? At first glance, Tate and Holly seem too young to be caught up in such an intense romance. Holly is still in high school, just 18, while Tate, though not much older, is still navigating the aftermath of his own reckless past. In a town where relationships often come with lifelong consequences, their youth might seem like a glaring red flag. However, love isn't dictated by age alone. Salem has seen its fair share of young lovers who defied expectations. Think back to Beau and Hope. She was just a rebellious teenager when she fell for the rugged bad boy, yet they became one of the greatest love stories in day's history. Chloe and Brady's relationship also began when she was in high school, proving that young love can indeed evolve into something enduring. Adding to the chaos is Doug, who has clearly developed feelings for Holly. His presence introduces a classic love triangle that could spell the end for Holly and Tate before their romance even has the chance to flourish. If Tate and Holly are meant to last, they will have to prove that their bond is strong enough to withstand not only the obstacles in their way but also their own personal growth. Comparing them to Doug and Julie's love story was one of resilience and passion. Despite a significant age difference, family complications, and life's many twists and turns, they endured. Their relationship stood the test of time because it was built on more than just attraction. It was a deep emotional connection, a willingness to fight for each other, and an understanding of one another's flaws. Tate and Holly, on the other hand, are still in the early stages of their journey. Their love is fiery and passionate, but they have yet to face the kind of trials that forge an unbreakable bond. Doug and Julie had decades to prove their love was meant to last. Can Tate and Holly do the same, or will their story be one of fleeting young love? The future, a lasting love, or a lesson learned? Young love in Salem often burns bright but fades fast. High school sweethearts rarely make it to forever in the soap world, and Tate and Holly will have to defy the odds to become a legendary couple. If they can grow together rather than apart, navigate the challenges life throws at them, and build a relationship that is about more than just youthful passion, they may have a fighting chance. But if history has taught us anything, it's that true love in Salem doesn't come easy. Tate and Holly have a long road ahead, and only time will tell if their love story will echo the timeless romance of Doug and Julie, or if it will become just another chapter in Salem's ever-evolving tale of love and heartbreak. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.